This is not how I intended to make this video. Originally, it was going to be scripted with special guest stars, maybe a jaunty musical number, some singing and dancing mascots, but that was not going to be the case because of some technical issues and some timing issues with someone that was helping me who happened to be in another continent. I've always wanted to put the Mystara handbook on the DM's Guild, but I've been waiting 5 years for that. And after seeing what they did to Ravenloft, I don't have any faith in Wizards of the Coast giving us what Mystara was and capturing the charm of it. Instead, they would chop it and make it their own. It's kind of like that Willy Wonka thing where he had to give the factory to the children because he knew an adult would change it and ruin it. So instead of waiting for them to do this, I'm going to release this book for new players so they can fall in love with the setting all over again. Originally, I was going to be doing 3 books with the Dungeon Masters Guild, which is still being written, and a monster manual. And that costs money because art costs money, and we have high standards for what we get. And I'm not going to turn in just some hack job. That's why this book is so good. That's why people loved it so much. So I contacted my friend Hal over at RPG MP3, who is one of the original live play people. I mean, going back to 3rd edition before live play was all over the place. So if you want to give him some support, by all means, because that's where you got to go anyways. You know, a lot of people helped me make this book. You know, this wood carving printout was done by my friend Jason. I've got, the art was done by Rubus. I've also had art from Rick and Misha and Faith and Sierra and Adrian and Leo and more people than I can probably remember. Thorfinn loaned me the use of his maps, and no, Thorfinn, I didn't skew them, not one pixel. They are exactly as you had given them to me. I hate speaking extemporaneously. I'm a stickler for perfection, and I don't like listening to myself make mistakes. And then Marco Del Monte allowed me use of his Codex Immortalis, which if you're a fan of Mystara, you should have already downloaded it. And the only changes we made were for grammar and for some space. I've had a lot of help researching things. The guy who played Uruk-hai number 37 in the Two Towers helped me with some Maori translations for one of them. God, I hope none of those words mean penis. And Tom, over from the Northwest Pacific native, I guess it was a Reddit, helped me with some of the Etrugan stuff because, well, I needed somebody to help me with some that. And just lots of other people. The Mystara Reborn page gave me lots of feedback. I've had playtesters, hundreds of playtesters, well, 200, probably 1,000 hours easily of just playing D&D. So if you want a copy, you head over to RPG MP3. There's a link that's included below. If you want to help me recoup some of the loss, because the art was not cheap. Art is not cheap, and good art is doubly not cheap. Or if you want to help me get art for the DMG or the Monster Manual, because the Monster Manual is going to be the king of all expenses. I hope you like it. I just can't sit on it anymore. It's like they're never going to touch Mystara. I have a feeling that they don't care about the old settings, instead of just giving us one magic setting after another. And, they don't want to deal with mature subjects, so we get prom and and goosebump style horror, which isn't bad, but we want more. So if you want to play in the best setting in Dungeons and Dragons, now you have the book. Peace out, homies.